Bro, this looks crazy, bro. What is this device right here, bro? This is the Smash Box, bro. This is the type of stick I would look at and be like, nah, bro. One of them buttons, 2 or 3 of them buttons macros, bro. He not that nice. He can't be that nice, bro. No. Next thing I know, he's gonna be like my boy from dang, what's that show, bro? This is how he plays. That's what they gonna be doing to me right there, bro. Yo, that's how he's going. When I saw that, yo, this is what I thought. All right, chat. So today we are talking about these bad boys. Guys know what these are? Arcade sticks. So I have a bunch of arcade sticks here. I have 2 PS4 ones and I have a PS3 one. So I guess there's not that many, 3. But anyway, talking about arcade sticks, right? Talking about the history of arcade sticks. So there's a video that we're definitely going to be watching here in a second. But just talking about my history with arcade sticks. So when I first started playing fighting games, the very first video I seen of fighting games was a Maximilian video. It was him trying Persona 4 Arena. That's my very first fighting game. Hey, Persona, I love that game. Woo, we're about to be playing that in a second. But yeah, so I saw him playing that and I wanted to try fighting games. Long story short, I loved the game. I tried it out and there's a tournament I heard coming up called Evo. Evo was the very first tournament I went to. In order to like play games like not professionally but better, to get better at fighting games, I thought you needed an arcade stick. So this is back in like 2013 and I thought you needed an arcade stick to get good. So within my first 2 weeks of fighting games, I transitioned from controller over to arcade stick and I've been playing ever since. I literally don't know how to play fighting games on controller outside of NRS games because I swear those games are made for controller only. I swear. Like the alternative controls suck, trust me. So I started playing on arcade stick there, and when I went to Evo, I did not bring my arcade stick because I did not even know that casuals existed. So I went there and I just watched and spectated, and I just had a good time watching. I didn't actually like play there. My very first tournament I played at was another tournament called Final Round in Atlanta. So today I want to take a look at a video that is going to explain the history of arcade sticks and just talking about the history of, I guess, arcades and where these sticks come from and why do people use them. And you know, a lot of people always come to my streams or in YouTube videos and stuff and ask questions like do you need an arcade stick to get good, or like what type of controller I use, and like do you have to use these and stuff like that. And as I always try to tell them, no, like some of the best players in the world are pad players, you know, like Sonic Fox is a pad player, Snake Eyes is a pad player. Like these are like some really good players. I don't know why like those are only 2 players that just came to the top of my head, but yeah, I believe K7, right, and Strive is a pad player as well. Like so many good players are pad players. You don't need these. These are just ancient technology that people like to use because it reminds them of the arcade eras, or you have idiots like me that buy these because they think they need them to get good, like you guys are asking me. I'm telling you right now, you don't need these. It's just a preference tool, and now is my preference because it's all I know. But anyway, let's watch this video and see what they got to say about the history of arcade sticks.
Like,
yo,
is
CBS
that before your time?
Source?
Well, that's okay, because remnants of the arcade have made their way into our homes. And no, I'm not talking about the Street Fighter cabinet in your uncle's man cave. I'm talking about controllers, specifically the joystick and buttons used across virtually all fighting games. Almost unchanged.
Yo, 1992.
In the last 30 years, this setup has moved from giant machines to portable gamepads. And today, we're going to be exploring the history of the fight stick.
You know, it's crazy now that I think about it. They really haven't changed that much. You have a few small things that have changed with sticks. Like you have like different type of buttons or different type of like ball tops that you see like arcade, you know, different arcades at different tops. And then like, of course, you have like the silent buttons and stuff like that. And then you got the cheat players, the cheat box, you know, the hitbox players. That's a completely different beast. Changing out the actual joystick part for more buttons is really good. As far as precision when it comes to certain games, for sure. I know like Tekken players for sure say that device on that game is ridiculously cheap. I'm guessing it has something to do with like Korean backdash or the way they can move and stuff in that game. But let's keep going. Bro, this look like it's about to shoot a missile.
Or right, as well as a fire button to shoot the missile.
Dang, the arcade machine definitely looked like it looked real. It looked legit.
Featured a more complex joystick which had 4 directions rather than 2. Now you could go left, right, and up and down, making it possible for games like Pac-Man to be developed.
8 ways, man, 8 ways.
Western Gun was released, which utilized an 8-way joystick.
There we go.
Allowing for the cardinal directions to be inputted, plus 1 stop in between. Keep this in mind, as the 8-way joystick will be vital for fight sticks down the road. Over the next 10 years,
by the way, I just gotta put a disclaimer here. I am not a square gate player. I am, in fact, an octo gate player. So if you don't know, there's different gates. Some weird alienated people actually out there. I know some dude out there got a circle gate. I don't know who that is. Let me know if you got one. You are some type of person. I have an octa gate. I don't know. I just like it. But then there's square gates. Funny thing, usually if you have a different gate besides square, when you go to tournaments or people ask to borrow your stick, they'll give your stick right back, because most people like square gate and they don't like octa gate. But it just made sense to me that the stick goes in 8 directions, so why wouldn't I have an octa gate? Why would I have a square gate when it goes 8 directions? So it just made sense in my mind, and that's why I put it in there immediately when I bought my first stick. So it's been in there since I started, and that's how I've been. Oh shoot, a real game
ever made. Karate
Yo,
Champ is credited
who's trying to see me in Karate Champ?
1 versus 1 fighting game genre.
Put Karate Champ in Evo, bro. Bro, what is character design? Yo,
and
yo,
that is pretty much universal.
Stop it, hold on.
Other games.
Nah, bro, nah. Whoever made this game, they better go in the RS right now, bro. This is the original Raiden right here, bro. He's sitting there doing the flying man right now. You saw him flying, man? Nah, bro. They missed a payday on that one, man. They missed a payday on that one, bro. He was flying. You see that backstep? My man got the Korean backstep in a 2D fighting game.
The standardization of its control scheme. 1 8-directional joystick, 6 buttons. 3 for punches, 3 for kicks.
For a game that old, that's pretty intense. A 6-button fighter for a game that old, though, that's actually pretty crazy.
Just because different arcade cabinets use the same button layout doesn't mean that all arcade cabinets feel the same. A fighting game player who frequented the arcades of Akihabara in Tokyo would have different expectations compared to a regular of the Green Arcade in Seoul, or a kid who hangs out at Chinatown Fair in New York City. The reason? Different regions use different components in their machines.
Yeah,
and today,
different buttons, different weights of the joysticks.
We have these different components to show you. The first thing you might notice is the different joysticks.
Oh, he got the sponsor in there?
Japanese cabinets have ball-top joysticks, while Korean and American ones
got the bats.
Bat top.
I hate bat tops. Me personally, I don't like bat tops, man.
Users can manipulate the joystick with just a slight flick of the wrist,
the precision,
meticulously controlling their character in-game. Korean and American joysticks are designed to be used with more power, and the bat top allows players to wrap their fingers around the joystick.
Hold on, bro. Maybe I am a bat top player. I need more power. So one thing I don't like about certain sticks when it comes to the tops and stuff like that, well, not the tops, but the actual springs inside. Forget exactly what spring it is. I think it's the hard one. If your spring is too hard, when you let go, how you said, like, it goes back to center real fast. If you are pressing like a down input, say if a game has like a super jump, which is like tap down, go up, right? If you tap down, but then you let go, it flips up so fast that it will actually just give you the super jump input when you don't want it. That's one thing I hate about certain sticks. So like certain times when I'm like using other people's sticks and they got like weird restrictions, I'm like, yo, why their sticks so heavy? I'm just like, yo, why is it pull? And like you go down and like flings up. I'm like, bro, like it just messes with you so much. It's something to get used to for sure. Like I don't know how to manipulate it. That's why I make sure that my stick is a lot more loose, and that way it doesn't like fling back up like that, because the flinging definitely messes me up. I sort of just let my stick or let it reset to neutral too much when I do my motions and stuff, and that messes up on other sticks, using other people's sticks and stuff.
Then there are buttons. If you're playing on a Japanese machine, the Sanwa or Samitsu buttons you're using are probably going to be flat or slightly convex.
Yeah.
Here we have aftermark buttons,
which
are modeled after the American buttons manufactured by HAP. These are going to be concave and require you to push them a little bit further.
Oh no, I don't like that. No.
Some buttons are more sensitive than others, some are quieter, and the different types of plastic will feel different to your fingers.
I don't like the in-cave look. That'll mess me up.
These regional differences became a part of players' identities. And when fight sticks started being manufactured for home consoles...
That is true, though. I do... Yo, who is that? That a One Piece character? He's right, though. Like, when you start getting the arcade stick, that is one cool thing. You know, I mean, you could have sort of like a different controller or whatever, but arcade stick, bro... People go all out. They'll deck their waifu out on it, put their waifu all on the front plate, have like, you know, all these colorful and LED buttons, and it be lighting up, making sounds. Some people be making smoke come out of. You see some of the craziest things become arcade sticks. I done seen like people use like pilot controls. I done seen people use pizza boxes. I done seen guitars, pianos, everything can be a arcade stick. If you believe hard enough, you can make it into an arcade stick. It is crazy. So the amount of expression that I feel like people can have when it comes to making like the, you know, arcade sticks and stuff is definitely more expression than like just controllers, because most people don't go out of their way to like sort of do this for the controller. You know, one thing about arcade sticks too that I have to say, which I'm super glad that I invested in arcade sticks also for this matter too, is that they are a lot more durable than controllers. You hear a lot of people say that they run through controllers when they're playing fighting games, especially competitively, and a lot. You hear that a lot of times, like, oh, their controller messed up, they gotta buy a new controller, their stick is like, you know, sort of drifting to the other side and stuff like that. Sticks may have like a problem here and there, and you may have to like, you know, fix a wire or like probably fix a button or something. For the most part, you can buy a stick, and for the entire, like, I want to say like time of that console longevity, you can sort of just have that stick. Like, I think for my sticks, I've only ever had one problem with my stick, and that is just the connectivity cord going out, so I have to buy a cord. I've never had a problem with any of my buttons or my stick actually messing up or anything like that. Now, some people do, but for my experiences, I don't. And even if they do have a few problems like that, it's not as much problems as people that go through controllers playing fighting games on the regular on pads. So that is one of the benefits of definitely playing sticks that I definitely got to say.
The Neo Geo AES in 1990 came bundled with an arcade-style controller, and
that's
Sega
interesting.
manufactured this cute little 6-button fight stick for the Dreamcast in 1998.
Bro, I think
There
I've
was
seen some of
clearly a
these.
desire for arcade-adjacent setups on home consoles, but most of what was being
I swear
made
I've
by
seen some
big
people
companies
bring these to
wasn't
tournaments.
quite good. So what were professional players to do? Well, build their own fight sticks.
Yo,
of course.
yeah.
Today, it's difficult to appreciate.
I'm
how
telling you, some
difficult
people
it
be
was for the
very
FGC
creative when it comes to
move
building
from
their own
arcades to
sticks,
living
man.
rooms. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, high-quality controllers had to either be imported from overseas or built from scratch in your garage.
Jeez.
Ghetto Build Part 1.
This
Get the
is
ghetto
where Tao
build?
and Lin Yuan come in.
You telling me there was a whole era back then where they had to make their own stick? I don't know if they got the information right. I guess that do make sense. I mean, I don't think there was any company back then that was probably like in America that was probably making stick. Like, what stick company was out there like that besides the ones that were like overseas, right? Maybe that is true. Dang, that's crazy. Now, I do remember the days of when you were trying to get your sticks to work in a certain environment. What was it called that you had to do? Basically, you had to like sort of like dual mod your stick. So if you got a PS3 stick, if I remember correctly back then, it did not work on PC. So what you would have to do is you would have to dual mod your stick and have the 360 components mixed in with the PS3, and with that dual mod it will register on the PC now, and it's just dual modded to work on Xbox, so you can work on PC, Xbox, and PS3 now. So that was the benefit of that. And like usually when you went to a tournament, there were usually like people that had a station, and you would pay I think it was like $100 to get your stick dual modded. So it'll take a few hours and they'll call you and let you know that your stick finished and stuff like that. So I definitely had to do that for 2 of my sticks back then that I had.
Mas sticks. Working out of their
What
garage,
is that,
Tao
bro?
Nguyen hand soldered every fight stick he built, meticulously creating console-ready controllers that emulated that arcade.
Oh, my man had the
experience.
business going.
Running
That's
his
a
workstation
ridiculous
to
amount of
test
work.
inputs before he gave you
My
back
man
the
was
stick.
making his own
And
sticks
these
like that
Mas
by
sticks
himself.
were heavy. They took up space. They
Bro,
had
look
to be
at that.
put on
That is a
tables or
brick
floors
house.
because they were too heavy to lay on your lap.
Look how big
And
it
by
is. Yo,
God,
they all got
did
one.
fighting
That's
game players
Sanford
love
Kelly, and I don't know who he's fighting though.
If you wanted something made, you could call up the Nguyen's and specify exactly what
This is
you
definitely
wanted.
before my
If you needed
time, bro.
Custom pieces for your own fight stick, you could drive to their house and pick up the parts directly. It was Grassroots. It was organic. It was the FGC personified. For years, Mas controllers were used by some of the best North
That is
American
crazy.
players of all time. At EVO 2004, during the same set where EVO Moment
Wait, that's what
37
Justin was
happened,
using?
Justin Wong was using a Mas stick.
Hey,
In the
what do you
NBC2
know?
grudge match at EVO 2006 between Duck Du and Sanford
Oh,
Kelly,
Duck Du.
both players are using Mas sticks. Alex Valle refers to Tao Nguyen as, quote, the original FGC blacksmith. saying
Yo,
that their
the
passion in
blacksmith.
creating arcade-
Bro, didn't I tell y'all, bro? Look, I said pizza boxes, but shoe boxes work too. I've done seen it all, chat. I done seen people use anything and everything to make an arcade stick, bro. It is ridiculous the type of creativity people have, bro. As long as you could just put some holes in it, people will make it into an arcade stick. That's just the nature, I guess.
Street Fighter
Oh,
4.
so
It
this
was
is when I
2008,
came.
And coinciding with the release
I
of
came a
Street
little bit
Fighter
later
4,
than this.
An unlikely hero would begin manufacturing top-of-the-line fight sticks.
Mad Cats?
Mad Cats.
Yes.
The company
My
that made
savior.
this.
My hero and savior.
The company that made
Mad
you dread
Cats.
going over to your cousin's house because they always made you use that one controller with the crazy analog stick. That Mad Cats.
Oh, no.
But when it came to fight sticks, they decided they weren't messing around. Signing a contract with Capcom, Mad Cats began producing.
Bro, Mad
the
Cat
Street
sticks
Fighter 4
were
fight stick tournament edition,
I legit
better known as
was
TE
too scared to
or
buy any other
TE1
stick but a Mad
for short.
Cats.
Using top-of-the-line
until I got
Sanwa
this
parts,
obsidian.
the TE1 holds up to this day for its durability and responsiveness. Since it was compatible with Sanwa parts, and because Mad Catz
Bro, that
color-coded
stick
all of their
looks
wiring
mad whack, bro.
and didn't even Razer, professionally manufactured fight sticks.
Nah, we don't mess around with Razer, bro. I done seen too many horror stories. I done seen too many sets get dropped by a goddamn Razer, bro. Maybe Razer got better now, but I'm still shooketh by the type of experiences that I've seen people go through when it comes to Razer sticks.
Gone were the days of attending tournaments with a screwdriver and soldering pen in case one of your buttons stopped.
Bro, my man got the UPS box.
But as younger
Yo,
players
the
came into
steering
the
wheel.
scene, the perception of fight
Bro,
sticks being the
I'm
only
telling
true way
you,
to
bro,
play
you
fighting
see some
games
funny
started
things.
to diminish. Players were winning Evos with PS1 controllers. Young guns like Punk and Sonic Fox were showing that gamepads could be used to immense success.
Yep.
And people were experimenting with new builds that totally changed the nature of the fight stick.
People were cheating.
One such example is the hitbox.
Oh, the cheat box. I don't think my fingers have enough like coordination to do it, to be honest. I feel like you gotta have like some good separateness of your fingers. I feel like when I press one finger down, my other finger sort of goes down with it. I don't have the coordination, the finger coordination to deal with that, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Players who are opting for a 4-button WASD
Wait,
configuration.
Justin won't
in
was
lieu of a
hitbox
ball
now,
and stick.
or was he just
Most
was he
notably,
just trying it out?
Daigo Umehara, the beast himself, made the switch to using a hitbox controller, and several other top
Wait,
competitors
I
in
forgot
Japan
that.
have followed
Wait,
suit.
did Daigo continue using hitbox? I remember he did do that switch, but did he continue? Like, does he still play hitbox? Bro, this looks crazy, bro. What is this device right here, bro? This is the Smash box, bro. What do you do with this? That's too many. Come on, bro. That's too many buttons, bro. I'm gonna look at this thing. I'm like, nah, bro. He got some macros on that thing. I don't know if you guys remember, but I don't remember the exact player. But there was a controversy about a Marvel player that had a macro to do certain things, and it was the macro, like he had a button that was literally programmed to like do a sequence of inputs perfectly. So he would click the button and then it would just do it. It was for Marvel. I forgot exactly what player it was. This is the type of stick I would look at and be like, nah, bro. One of them buttons, 2 or 3 of them buttons macros, bro. He not that nice. He can't be that nice, bro. No. Next thing I know, he's gonna be like my boy from dang, what's that show, bro? I think this is it. He's like, so Lore is like, he's like a serious gamer, or like some like crazy gamer guy or whatever that's like really good at like visual novel dating sims or whatever. But like this is his this is his god conquest mode or whatever. This is him playing like 20 visual novel dating sims at one time, and this is how he plays them when he's in a serious mode, when he got a backlog of games to complete at once. This is how he plays. That's what they gonna be doing to me right there, bro. Yo, that's how he's going. When I saw that, yo, this is what I thought. Yo, come on, bro. God conquest mode, bro. Look, he's not even looking. Secret technique, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look, watch the spin, though. Watch the spin. Watch the spin. He about to tell you the story, bro. Bro. Do you see this? Alright, I'm done. You guys get the point, though. That shit is funny. That's what I think of when I see this, bro. I think they're gonna be doing some shit like that to me. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna cheat, bro. The hitbox is good with Guile. I can imagine that. Yeah. Charge characters like benefit from stuff like that really well. Like I know there's like certain things that charge characters could do on like pads in certain games because of how they take inputs that you can't do on like stick. Arcade sticks, hitboxes, and of course, I mean Smash box, pads. They're gonna be around forever, man. It's just all preference of what you want to play on. And now you see the history of like the arcade sticks and stuff like that. It is crazy where they came from and like how things just go back. You know, we got the arcade sticks and then people go back to the console, or consoles come out and then people are like playing the pads, and now the fighting games are being sort of made with pad players in mind now. Like it's almost like, you know, before there's a lot of fighting games that had like 6 buttons and stuff that you need to press. And now the like games are like getting a little bit like, there's games with like 4 buttons, like Persona and stuff like that. There's like less buttons or like less to do with the buttons and stuff like that, because they know there's only so much that a controller could do. But arcade sticks typically they can have up to 6 or 8 buttons. You know, 8 buttons, you could do a lot more. So it just is very interesting to see that the sort of cycle that fighting games have went, and the sort of adaptations that the developers have gone through as far as trying to make sure that arcade players or pad players aren't alienated in the process. But yeah, that was pretty interesting, chat. I thought that was a very good video. So when I saw somebody talking about it, I definitely wanted to check it out with you guys. Anyway, for the people on the YouTubes as well, how do you guys feel about the sort of arcade sticks? How do you guys feel about just arcade sticks in general? How do you guys feel about pads? How do you guys feel about, like, you know, the strengths and weaknesses of each? Do you feel like one is stronger than the other, or do you still feel like it's total preference? How do you guys feel about also cheap boxes, hitboxes as well? Also, that Smash controller looks absolutely ridiculous. Let me know down in the comments below. As always, Lee, anything you had to say, drop me a like. I really appreciate it. And if you want more from me, follow my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daikin, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.